Michael SCHUDRICH is Poland's chief rabbi. Born in New York, he's called Warsaw home for close to 3 decades. He's helped to rebuild Poland's Jewish community following the fall of communism, especially in the capital. Warsaw's synagogue was desecrated by the Germans during the Holocaust. During the communist era, the Jewish community here kept a low profile. Today, they're proud that the community's thriving again, but few will discuss this renaissance on camera for fear of an anti-Semitic backlash.
We're in a new situation. We're hearing things we haven't heard, since 1968. It's exactly 50 years.
Like what?
There's no place for you in Poland. I'll help you go to Israel. And you've seen the caricatures. And there have been some cases, nothing physical.
50 years ago, in 1968, thousands of Jews, including many Holocaust survivors, left Poland as the result of an anti-Zionist campaign by the communist regime. But journalist KONSTANTY GEBERT stayed. He was one of the few practicing Jews in communist Poland. His son arrives for a visit. These 2 men represent 2 generations of Jewish life in Warsaw. They both accuse Poland's right-wing populist government of not doing enough to combat anti-Semitism. Right-wing nationalist publications claim Poland is under attack by Jews and print caricatures like this.
You need to wash your hands after that.
What is this? I mean, how can that be? Why is this happening now?
It's happening now because the anti-issue of the new Polish law has brought matters to a boiling point. But this is an issue that has existed throughout modern Poland and which has existed even under communism and re-emerged after the fall of communism.
Poland's new Holocaust law took effect this month. It's now a criminal offense to suggest Poland was complicit in the extermination of Jews during the Nazi occupation. GEBERT himself wrote a column stating just that for the liberal daily Gazeta Wyborcza. He says he could potentially be charged for this.
I state that numerous members of the Polish nation bear co-responsibility for some Nazi crimes committed by the Third Reich. And I certainly hope I will go to court.
It could land him 3 years in jail.
People start to fear and to be afraid. I mean, I'm afraid to go to discuss publicly to say publicly that I'm Jewish, to not get involved in the discussion.
But ARTUR HOFMAN sees things differently. He heads the Social and Cultural Society of Jews in Poland. Founded after World War II, the group was the largest Jewish institution in communist Poland. At the University of Warsaw, HOFMAN remembers the mass exodus of Jews 50 years ago when anti-Zionist sentiment swept Poland. But his society is very sensitive to outside criticism, especially from Germany.
They're trying to make Poles responsible for the final solution to the Jewish question. In a nutshell, Germans did it, not the Poles. The Germans are guilty, not us Poles.
He shows us parts of the Warsaw ghetto, where more than 400,000 Jews were forced to live in appalling conditions. He says a Polish priest at this Catholic church was an anti-Semite, yet he helped Jews hide from the Nazis.
Anti-Semitic rhetoric in Poland doesn't have the same consequences as it does in Germany.
Chief Rabbi Michael SCHUDRICH is now demanding that Polish politicians take a firm stand.
No place for anti-Semitism in Poland. We know what it can do. We've seen it here before. But we, in 2018, whether we're from the right or the left or the center, we will not tolerate anti-Semitism.
Otherwise, the rabbi fears, there could be another mass exodus of Jews from Poland.